Hello. If you came from, I'm just gonna put my legs up because it's much comfortabler. If you came from my trading diaries episode, I apologize because you're gonna hear something very similar that I kind of went on a tangent with. But we have a lot to talk about today, and it's not a lot of it's from the charts. I guess you could kind of say it's from the charts, but we have a lot to talk about. Just a lot of realness and just being honest, and that's like the most like valuable thing to me in having this channel is just being sorry I had to burp, but it's one of the most valuable things to me on this channel is just being so insanely transparent and insanely honest. And I mean, like, there's very few traders out there that are honest, but there's very few traders that have documented their journey throughout the whole thing and been honest throughout the whole thing. And I'm really trying to be that person, just so that people can feel like they have someone to relate to, or feel like, I don't know, like they're not alone, and feel like, someone else is going through it, and they, all of that stuff. But yeah, I just, yeah, I want to be super honest and super transparent. So I hope that this doesn't get taken in any wrong way. But I trade ICC, and that is indication, correction, and continuation. It's an intraday trading strategy, and you can day trade with it as well. I've only really taken day trades, to be honest, but it's done me well. But I mean, when it comes to, because I obviously showcase my journey online, I share it with everyone, and everyone gives me really good feedback, and it's been like so valuable sharing my journey because I've had so many experienced traders give me their opinions and give me like their advice, and some of it's constructive, some of it's not. The advice that's not constructive, I try and somehow make it constructive, but I appreciate it all. Like, all of the advice has been so amazing, and I've been so grateful, and I've taken a lot of it on board. Like, a lot of it. I remember someone said, you should look at the DXY because price made this on the DXY, and it would show you that gold made this move. And I immediately I was like, all right, let's put the DXY in my weekly analysis. And then someone said, don't use the volume indicator because it's lagging and you don't really need indicators. And I was like, all right, let's take that off. I didn't take it off immediately. I did some back testing, and I found that I could reprice a lot clearer, and it was less stressful without the volume indicator, and it didn't have any impact on my results. Yeah, I could honestly go on and on and on about some of the really good advice that I've received. But some of the advice, just because of the way I am already with trading, because I've only taken 2 setups this month, and I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, yeah, that's not very much. Like, it's the 25th of October, and I've only taken 2 setups. I only took 1 setup this week. I didn't take any setups last week, and then the week before that, I took 1 setup. They've both been wins, which has been good, and it just proves that, being patient and waiting for a good setup has worked out for me, because it's allowed me to avoid a bunch of losses. And obviously losses are inevitable, but if you can take majority wins, that's gonna be better. I mean, just for me personally, because I know there's a lot of people that will risk, like, they'll aim for like 1 to 4 or like 1 to 8, and they're happy losing because, after a certain amount of trades, I don't know. It's a whole thing. I know you guys probably know what I'm talking about, but just for me personally, I think it makes more sense to focus on consistency, especially as a beginner, just because everything is so new. And I've seen so many traders that are beginners, they'll end up losing a trade, or going on like a little bit of a losing streak, but it's okay, just as long as they stick to their same risk, stick to everything the same, they're at some point gonna end up in break even or in profit, hopefully. But I've noticed that something that happens to a lot of traders is they'll take a loss, and they'll revenge trade, or they'll take a loss and then they'll think that they need to make it back, and they'll get into drawdown, and then they'll go, okay, so how can I make this money tomorrow? And I feel like having my strategy be focused on consistency and focused on high probability and positioning yourself on the right side of the market, it's definitely helped a lot, because I know there's a lot of traders out there that will be trading like the retracement, or they'll be trading price going to make a liquidity sweep. Like, at least if I position myself with the trend, it typically looks like it's working. But yeah, I basically say all that to say that because I've taken such a minimal amount of trades, it's been hard not wanting to switch my strategy. Like, it's been really hard. And I don't think it's just the strategy. I honestly think it's the market conditions, because we've been pushing all-time highs and now gold is consolidating. It's not moving. And that's just the last 2 days. It hasn't been consolidating completely, but just the last 2 days it hasn't moved very much to the point where I can take an entry. So it's okay though. It's okay. Like, it is okay. I just have to keep reminding myself, like, it's fine. You know, like, what if you got an entry? Like, it's just gonna be a loss anyway. Like, it's fine. Like, you're preserving capital, whatever. But I don't know. It's just hard when I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I started ranting about it. Not ranting, but like I started talking about it on my trade recap episode. And yeah, that I think I nailed it with that little rant, but it honestly wasn't a rant. It was just honestly me sharing my experience. But yeah, I don't know. It's been very hard to not want to switch my strategy and go to something with more setups and something that allows me to make more. But at the same time, I also have to tweak my strategy, and which is some advice that I received from comments, is just tweak the strategy and make it your own, basically. But yeah, I don't know. That's just where I'm at right now. But I had some ideas this morning, and I'd love to share them with you guys. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, yes, finally, because I've had a lot of people be like, why do you only trade one instrument? You should trade this instrument. You should, why do you only risk such a small amount? Why aren't you going into prop firms? I've had a lot of people comment that. Like, I think probably prop firms, ICT, and instrument recommendations is probably my top comments, which is great. But, as far as ICT, I don't know if I won't be switching strategies anytime soon. Just because I know that's why a lot of traders fail, because they just strategy hop, and I worry that because ICT, I've seen it, I've been in there, like, that was the first trading strategy or trading anything that I discovered. And I know there's so many different models that you can do, like the turtle soup model, the market maker sell model, market maker buy model, whatever. There's so many different versions of it, and there's so many different strategies within ICT. I just feel like going into that from this, which is working well, is just going to cause me to go on like a loophole of just strategy hopping. And I like ICC. I like it. I like working with market structure and price action. But what was the other one? Instruments. Okay, I think I've decided NASDAQ. I want to backtest it a little bit more, but right now it's really NASDAQ or EU. I know the EU works smoothly. So obviously at some point I want to be trading with a few instruments. I want to be trading, because, you know, say gold is giving me 2 setups this month. I keep trying to remind myself, okay, once I add NASDAQ, what if NASDAQ gives me 2 setups a month? That's 4 setups a month. What if I add EU? EU gives me 2 setups a month. That's 6 setups a month. That's like 2 a week. That was awful math, but let's say I get 8 setups a month and it's 2 a week, and majority of them are wins. Like, I just gotta remind myself that adding instruments will add more setups, but hopefully. But I think NASDAQ is gonna be my next one, purely because, it's not the best to just copy, like completely. But I know that Trades by Sky did it for 6 years, trading ICC, so it gives me the confidence in already knowing that my strategy works on it. I've backtested 1 month of data on it like ages ago, back when I was picking like between gold or NASDAQ. I apologize, my throat is really dry right now. Sorry, that was probably really loud. Yeah, he traded it for 6 years, so I'm like, why would I not do that? Like, why would I not add that? Because the price action I've noticed is smooth. People say it's easier to trade than gold, and it's liquid, and yeah, I don't know, NASDAQ, like, it just seems like the obvious option. So I'm probably going to add that instrument towards the end of November, which means I'm going to start backtesting it throughout November, and I'm going to start marking it up on the charts and paper trading it in November. So really, I'm only starting to take trades on my live account, depending on how I go with my paper account, but I'll be trading on my live account. I need to like take a deep breath. I've been like puffed out trying to like talk fast, but obviously when I add a new instrument, I don't want to like just add it like immediately to my live account. I want to make sure I'm still paper trading and getting a little bit of data and a little bit of testing, just to test out the waters. So I will be doing analysis on Nasdaq and like trade recaps on it. And I don't know whether or not, like, please let me know in the comments if you're this far into the video. If you're this far into the video, I really, really appreciate you. But also, please let me know, because this is something I've been questioning. Do you want a separate morning analysis and a separate trade recap for gold and Nasdaq, or do you just want them in the same? Because I can do them in the same. I can do them in the same, and make the videos quicker and just not ramble for as long. I can try to do that, but yeah, let me know what you would prefer, because that, again, November starts very soon, so that will be coming around very soon. But yeah, Nasdaq is something that I'm adding into my instruments extremely soon, and I'm so excited to add it in. Like, you guys don't understand, like, it's taken so much strength to not add it tomorrow, like so much strength, because I just want to be patient. I just want to make sure that I've got, you know, some profitable months. Hopefully November is profitable on gold, and as long as it's profitable on gold on November, then I will add Nasdaq in. Hopefully it is profitable. Hopefully market conditions are better, but I've also got to make sure that I'm not taking unnecessary setups, because I feel like that could be my only downfall at this point, or my strategy miraculously starts failing. So yeah, Nasdaq is something that I'm adding, and I'm really excited because hopefully I'll get an extra couple setups a week. I'll be so happy. Like, if I could get an extra 2 to 3 setups a week on Nasdaq, I'd be so happy. Like, so happy. Even 2 to 3 a month. But ideally, I want to be trading like 3 trades a week, 2 to 3 a week, and I'll be set. I don't need to trade every day. As long as I can just get a few really solid setups, I'm good. But other than that, EU is my only other option that I'm thinking of, just because I want something that's smooth. I don't want to do GJ. I don't want to do anything crazy. Gold's crazy enough. So yeah, that's my update for you guys. And prop firms are being my size. Potentially making more money, losing more money. I've made a decision. I'm gonna do prop firms. Am I going to do them next month? Am I going to do them next week? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I want some more data on Nasdaq. Depending on how many trades I can get on Nasdaq, I want to see what my win rate and my profit looks like. Not in terms of money, but in terms of like percentages, so I can know that, okay, I'm most likely going to pass this eval, because if you look at my statistics, it shows that I'm profitable, and that if I had these drawdown rules in the prop firm, I would be good. Like, I'm profitable now, but I'm not taking 2 to 3 setups a week. So I want to get to that stage where I'm taking like 2 to 3 setups a week. 2 setups a week, it's totally good with me. But I kind of want to get more trades in, like more reps in of taking trades. Just because I've had to sit out so much of this month, because there's been no good entries. But yeah, so in terms of prop firms, I'm thinking of 2. One of them I'm pretty sure about. The other one, I might be being cheap. Maybe I'm a cheap skate, but Alpha Trader Funding. So not Alpha Futures, Alpha Trader Funding. Only because they have a $5,000 account. You guys might be like, why on earth would you waste your money on a $5,000 account? And it's simply for the reason that I trade with a $2,000 account. I risk 1%. 1% is $20. My psychology still needs a little bit more work. I'm good, but I'm just not calm during my trades. I'm a little bit OCD with my psychology, because I know it's such a big part of my trading. So like on the trade I took the other day, I was up $40. And this sounds like such penny like amounts to probably you guys watching, but to me, $40 is a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's money that I'm happy to lose, but also that's $40. You guys are probably like, how like broke is she to be like stressing over $40? I'm not broke, but I like a win. Like I just wanted to take my money out, to be honest. But my Target wasn't until I was at like $50 something. So I had to sit there like this and just like breathe, like, and I had to hold my stomach as well. I had to like try and regulate my breathing, because I remember in one of the videos that I watched, they said that like the one thing that traders forget to do when they're in a trade is just breathe properly. So I was like trying to regulate my breathing, and I was like like I was not breathing properly. And yeah, I just worry that like when I do choose to go into prop firms, and when I up my account size so much, I'm gonna be like like actually freaking out in my trades. But I feel like once I do more trades with hopefully NASDAQ as well, I'll probably get more used to like actually being in a trade and blah blah blah. But regardless, I held to my profit. I didn't take my stop loss out early. I didn't move around my trade. I didn't act on my emotions, but I was feeling them. I was feeling them heavy. And I don't know if that's ever gonna go away. Hopefully it will one day. I'm sure it will one day. I'm just trying not to like burp in this camera because it's so close. I just cannot, like, if I get one like real close up to the camera, like, please no. Anyway, I don't know how I have this much like energy to yap. It's literally 12:17 right now. Like, I should be like dead. I am dead, but like not. Okay, that sounded so emo. I'm very tired, but I'm trying to push through and get this video. Should like talk to you guys and like have this video go out so I can show you guys the real truth behind trying to be a day trader. But yeah, so I'm either gonna go with that account size or drumroll, FTMO. And actually, I've never admitted this online. I'm gonna admit it to you guys because I made the decision when I decided, like when I got the email, I made the decision that I wasn't gonna take it, but I actually got offered a prop firm, like to be sponsored by a prop firm. I didn't take it because I was like, I value my audience. This was back when I had like 500 subscribers. I was like, no, I value my prestigious audience, which that's how I feel. Like, you know, like this is my community. Like, I don't care like how small it is. This is my community. I'm not about to promote things that are gonna make them lose money. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So I basically got approached by this prop firm. They were like kind of quite like prestigious. I don't know if I'd say, I don't know if I could say that, but like they're very well known, and there's a lot of influencers that do promote them, a lot of influencers that I look up to that promote them. But I was like, no, I'm gonna do my research. I got onto my little laptop, I searched them in, like this trading prop firm exposed, this trading prop firm Reddit, this trading prop firm Trustpilot reviews, and I just got this vibe, and I was just like, no, like this just doesn't look good, and I don't want to promote it to my audience. But I don't know, I just said that to tell you guys that like I'm not trying to be like, yeah, so I'm gonna trade this prop firm, and then like I come back to you guys like in a month's time, and I'm like, so like I've got like all the merch on, and I'm like, so like this is like, no, I want to be honest with you guys and let you know that if I ever do end up working with a prop firm, it's gonna be reputable, because I've definitely turned down a lot, but I'm definitely not working with FTMO. Definitely not there yet. I think I would have to be like at Tory Trades' level to start working with them, because they're like, I can definitely say they're prestigious and pricey. But the reason why I've chosen them as a prop firm over all the other ones is because your max loss is 10% of your account. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong. Because I was looking into it this morning. Keep in mind, it was 5 a.m. I was tired. But I did see it. Like, I did look, and it was like a $50,000 account. It was like 5,000 drawdown. I don't know. It was basically like I could lose 10 trades, risking 1%, and I would be fine. And that's like music to my ears, because it's like I risk 1%. And with a lot of other accounts, it's like you only have 4% drawdown. And that risking 1% of my account means I only have 4 trades to lose, and then I lose the account. And that's fine, but that just means I'm going to lower my lot size. I might lower my risk, sorry. So instead of trading risking 1%, I'm going to trade risking 0.05%. And you guys probably like, well, that's just stupid, just risk 1% and just don't lose. But I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I want the room to be able to breathe, so that I'm not making impulsive, silly decisions, because I don't want it to be like, oh, okay, I lost 2 trades, now let's risk 2%, and like, do you know what I mean? Like, no, I want to be sensible. I want to make sure that I'm prepared. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking with prop firms. And I'm thinking to get a 50k account to start with, and then do a 100k account. But that is pretty good to me. That is pretty good to me. So it's a 50k account I think is $500, risking 1%. Okay, let's Google it because I don't want to be spreading misinformation. I'm gonna go onto Safari. I'm gonna show you guys. Because what if I read it wrong? I'm like second guessing myself. And I also saw that FTMO lets you trade the forex version of gold, and that might have sold me, because all the other ones you have to trade futures, and I know you guys are probably like, just trade futures. I don't really like having the contract size instead of, like, I like the lot sizes. I'm not gonna lie. So let me find the challenges. I'm gonna put it in AUD. So there's a 15k account. Where is the thing? I apologize. This video is so long. But I want to make sure I've got the right information, because that would be really, really awkward. Okay, maximum lost on 15k account size is $1,500. Let me make sure that math is right. $15,000 times 0.1. I was having such a good time yapping away, and then I ran out of storage. But anyway, $1,500. So it is 10% drawdown, max loss. 10% max loss. I don't know if there's there's a daily loss of $750, but I only trade 1%, and I only trade one trade a day, so that loss doesn't concern me. But yeah, I don't know if there's other rules in there that are maybe, like, I don't know, hidden, but I've looked at everyone, and everyone said FTMO is good. They're like a really good prop firm, and I like how there's not an ongoing monthly fee, it's just the one fee. Even though that one fee is expensive, I don't mind. I don't mind, as long as I'm not gonna have to be jumping over hurdles to try and get a payout. Like, I don't like that. I don't mind jumping over hurdles as long as the rules aren't, like, sketchy and weird. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I might start with the 15k, and then I might move to the 50k, and then I might move to the 100k. I know that's different to what I said before, but I'm thinking that's kind of the journey I'm gonna go on. But yeah, wish me luck with that. I'm going to keep you guys updated. Yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I'm really excited to get into prop firms. I'm just gonna make sure I'm not being greedy. It's a very thin line to walk, but yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too excruciating, my yapping, because I definitely spoke a lot in this video. But I feel like it's just, again, it's all about documenting the journey. Like, I'm gonna be able to look back on this hopefully when I stay with ICC in, like, a few months' time with my 100k funded FTMO account and my trading gold, Nasdaq, and EU maybe. I don't know about EU yet, but yeah, hopefully we're in that position in a few months' time. I'm saying a few months' time, but I don't mind if it's going to be a year or something. I don't mind. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep now. I'm going to try and upload these videos for you guys, but I'm going to try to go to sleep. But I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to probably dream about my funded account, but again, I'm not jumping in. I don't want you guys to think that, like, I'm switching up and being like, yeah, let's make money. No, I'm just more like, I finally found a prop firm account that I actually want to go with, purely because every other one is 4% drawdown, and I don't like that. Like, I don't like that, because really, like, I know that everyone says it, like, your account size is your drawdown, like, your account size is your max loss, so keep that in mind. That's what the video said, not me. I'm not trying to tell you guys to keep that in mind. You guys already know. But yeah, I'm getting really delirious now. I don't know how to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm gonna do my weekly recap, my weekly analysis over the weekend. Happy Friday. I hope you guys have had a great trading day, and I will see you tomorrow probably. Bye.